Okay, so if you've gotten onto this video, it means you've come through my introduction and you have a little idea about myself and my services. So now I can slow down a bit and we can really talk about some of these things. So this one here is my software QA and automated testing. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, over 10 years experience in QA automated testing, mainly with Selenium and also with Squish. And so it's basically focusing on web apps, but also mobile apps and GUI apps. So that's when I did the Squish testing using JavaScript and Squish with QT. And then, so let's have a look at some of the places where I worked. So the first one was Byite Appliances. Right, that was for 8 years. And that was when I was working as a Django developer, and as part of my tasks I was also writing tests. Okay, so this is Byite, an Australian company. They are a franchise, they sell white goods, and we created their CRM, ERP, intranet network system. This is the actual product here, and this is the company as well, Celtus Australis. So the focus with these guys was mainly, I was working was myself and the lead developer in the team as the main core of the team. So I was working under him. I was always testing his work, actual manual tests, and then we would write a lot of view tests, which is the white box testing. We'd get in there on the code, the Python code, and write actual view tests and unit tests. Okay. On top of that, there was also black box testing. And so the next company I worked at was Lavati in 2021 for about 10 months. And I was a QA analyst and automation tester there. Lavati was all about airline apps. So you can imagine when you, the flow of an airline. So when we get there, we check in our bags. All right, so we're making apps to check in bags, and then we have to track the bag through the trip. So there's another app to track that. Okay, there's another app for seating, another one for selling beverages on the plane. So these were all handheld apps, mobiles, laptops, devices, iPads. Okay, so the work that I did for them was web based, and it was for their booking forms, online bookings and rescheduling. Okay, and that was all with Selenium. So this is Lavati here. Actually, Lavati have been taken over now by TA Connections, right? So they were TA Connections is an international company, whereas Lavati is Australian. So they did well. I stayed with them for about 10 months. And the last position I held was with Topcon Positioning. That was for 12 months in Brisbane. So Topcon, and there I was doing Squish. Squish automations on their actual devices, their handhelds, mobile devices, using JavaScript. And so here you can see Topcon, they're an international company. They're from Japan, and they're all over the world, as you can see here, America, Japan, Asia, and they build devices for constructions like excavators, bulldozers, that sort of thing, where they have a device which takes control of the unit basically and helps the driver. And so what did we use there? We had Squish with QT and JavaScript. Okay, and so these were GUI devices for construction software, and this was a global team that I worked with. So the main office is in Japan, but we also had offices all around the world, including Russia, America,